Pour warm tea. List out the poor decisions. Don't cop out now. You already done did it. J. Cole just dropped. Just saying. We hear a lot about the 5 love languages, right? How to show up for our partners, our friends, our family. But I had this realization recently. What about the person I spend every single second of my life with? Myself. If I don't know how to love me fluently and genuinely, how can I possibly sustain love for someone else? Wagwan folks, and welcome back to my channel. I'm your girl, Tamika G, nurse, herbalist, and holistic wellness consultant. And as always, bridging the gap between health and wellness. Current sip status, we got nettle, mullein, red raspberry, and hibiscus tea. I usually will put mullein in everything because to me it has no taste and it's really good for loosening mucus and respiratory support. Red raspberry and hibiscus help support menstrual cramps, maintain healthy uterus and a uterine lining, PMS, and it's a good source of vitamin A, C, and antioxidants. Most of the time, if I'm making tea with mullein, I'm 99.9% going to pair it with nettle as it's a good cleanser and has anti-inflammatory properties as well. So let's reframe love languages, not as languages for others, but as essential love acts for our own self-care. And I want to give you some really practical, holistic ways to start speaking them to yourself. Let's start with words of affirmation. This is the soundtrack of your mind. For most of us, that inner voice is our harshest critic. It says things we would never say to someone else, yet alone somebody that we love. Yet we have no problem saying them to ourselves. And you might think, but I'm just being realistic about my flaws. Or fake positivity feels cheesy. But words of affirmations aren't about empty, you're perfect platitudes. And it's definitely not about ignoring or running away from self-criticism. They're about correcting cruelty with truth. Therefore, start small and make it direct. In the morning, look in the mirror and say one true kind thing to yourself out loud. It can be as simple as you can handle what today brings, or I appreciate your resilience. Or you can even mix it up with a little bit of honesty, like this week I made some poor decisions. List out the poor decisions. Don't cop out now. You already done did it. But today I got the opportunity to choose better. It will feel awkward, but you are literally rewiring a neural pathway. You're not lying. You're choosing to amplify the support. Truthful voice over the critical one. Your mind is listening to everything you say, so make sure it's hearing from a friend, not just a critic. Next, acts of services. This is where love becomes practical. It's not grand gestures. It's the quiet things you do that say, my well-being matters. And I know what you're thinking. I'm too busy serving everyone else. I have no energy left to serve myself. But that is exactly the point. An act of service for yourself is a preventative measure. It's investing small moments of energy now to save your future self from depletion. Therefore, your practice is this. Ask, what would make tomorrow me's life easier or better? Then do that thing tonight for your future self. It could be prepping a healthy lunch, setting out your workout clothes, spending 10 minutes tidying the space so you wake up to calm, or even just charging your phone away from your bedroom. It is also saying no to someone asking something draining of you or asking something that's going to take away from you. You do it consciously, thinking this is a gift for me for tomorrow. You are building trust with yourself. You are proving that you are someone you show up for as well. Now, receiving gifts. This one gets a bad rep as materialistic, but at its core, it's about thoughtfulness and tangible reminders of love. And you might default to a treat yourself splurge when you're stressed, which can lead to guilt. But the key for self-gifting is intentional over expenses. It's not about the price tags, it's about the meaning behind the object. I personally struggle with this because I'll tell myself I don't want anything, or I'll find a million reasons why I shouldn't because someone else needs. And that is not good. Myself and you included is not less deserving than the person you believe needs it more. So try this. Give yourself a gift that symbolizes an intention or a value you want to nurture. Buy a beautiful journal to symbolize your commitment to processing your thoughts. Get a sturdy water bottle as a gift to your physical health. Buy or plant a herb as a gift representing your patience and growth. Every time you see or use that item, it's a physical anchor back to the promise you made to yourself. It's a visual, touchable piece of your self care commitment. And I know a lot of you might not like that because y'all be running away from commitment to self. I see you, no judgment. It's all about growth, moving forward, and taking little steps. Quality time. This is the most precious commodity we have, and we give it away constantly to screens, to other people's demands, to endless scrollings, to our jobs, while also saying to yourself, I don't have an entire free afternoon for me time. But quality time with yourself isn't about duration, it's about presence and protection. It's creating a sanctuary where you are fully with you, undistracted. Block out and protect 20 minutes in your calendar this week. Listen, I never said a whole day. I said 20 minutes out of the whole 10,000 odd minutes you have. Label it critical appointment. And in that time, do one thing alone and with full attention. Go for a walk with or without headphones. Sit with a cup of tea. Listen to one album all the way through. J. Cole just dropped. Just saying. There are no rules, no productivity, no learning, no multitasking. You're simply re inhabiting your own experience. This is how you remember who you are beneath all the roles you play every day. Finally, physical touch. This is the most direct language. It happens in the nervous system, and we often think of it only in terms of others touching us, but how you touch your own body is a profound dialogue. Loving physical touch is about grounding and compassion. It's a way to signal safety to your whole system. You can practice mindful touch, like slowly massaging lotion into your hands or giving your own shoulders a gentle and firm squeeze. Placing your hand on your belly and chest while you take in deep breaths, while remembering this body is my home. It is worthy of gentle contact. This directly soothes anxiety and builds a loving, embodied presence. So, those are the 5 love acts for yourself. Like I said, this isn't about adding more to your to do list. It's about translating the care you already know how to give into a language you can direct inwards. Pick one to start with this week, the one that feels the most foreign or the most needed. Speak that language to yourself just once and see how you feel. Because when you become fluent in loving yourself, you're not just topping up your own tank, you're building a whole resilient, compassionate foundation from which you can love and give more to those around you. Your relationship with yourself sets the tone for every other relationship you have. So remember, be kind to yourself. Peace and love always. I'm hot.